Hello and welcome to another episode of Hooks and Dice. I'm Leela Croca and I have finished the seaglass bag. Yay! It's very pretty, I think, and it's reversible. Turn it inside out here. Looks kind of quilted. It's a very nice look, and it's just as pretty on the inside as it is on the outside. It's very soft and it's just the right size for a knitting project, like making socks. You can put your project and your yarn in there, and so I'm thinking that my fiance's mother will enjoy it very much. She does like the pictures, so hopefully she'll like that a lot. I didn't get to go to the new location today because it was occupied. It was occupied all weekend, so hopefully next week I can have a little time reserved for myself so that I can record the episode in the new location with a little bit better lighting and hopefully a little bit better volume. The Udemy course might not be a go after all. They're kind of picky about the video quality. They say that it's pixelated, and I don't see any pixelation. So if you guys see pixelation in my video, please point it out to me so that I can, oh, okay, they're right, or maybe I just need to find a new place to offer my course, because I do want to get that out in the web sphere for you guys so that you guys can learn how to crochet if you don't know how already, or you can refresh your memory and work on some new skills. Monday's game is starting to come together. We're figuring out what all the towers are for. I probably have mentioned that all the magic is gone from the world, as are the gods, and our characters are looking to bring them back. So we've been visiting different towers throughout the countryside, and they've been giving our weapons new powers. We've been gaining books and spells that we've been able to use toward that end. And the latest tower that we visited happened to have a letter in it talking about all the different towers. And so now we're getting excited. We're like, ooh, I know what they're talking about there, and starting to get really... Not that we haven't been really into the game all along, but now we have a little bit of direction instead of just wandering around aimlessly, going from tower to tower, trying to put things two and two together. So it's getting exciting, but my character is getting fed up with another player's character, and he's getting fed up with her. Not we the players getting fed up with each other, but just the characters. It's getting pretty immature. It's getting very third grade. I can't really talk about what we were doing because it's supposed to be a PG kind of vlog, but suffice it to say that at the end of it, my character buried his character in rocks when he was passed out, the way people bury people in the sand on the beach. Yeah, another character did come and unbury him from the rocks, but he was sore in the morning, gosh darn it. The flashcards worked great on Wednesday, but I goofed and forgot to print one. I forgot to print Angelic Aspect, but that is okay since I'm saving that spell for a big bad that we're going up against. And I would say that I was able to do a better job of preparing my actions between rounds because we have several people playing, so I had time to look through all my cards and say, okay, I want to do this, this, and this with this amount of power. Of course, I still fudged up a little bit, but not as much as it would have held up the game previously without the cards. My fiance and I tried playing an Ice Age booster draft on Lackey, and we found that the booster draft didn't give enough creatures for us to choose from. I will link to the site that we use to build our decks at the end of the video and in the credits, in the comment area rather. You guys know how by now you guys know how I do things. Anyway, we built decks against bots individually, and then we entered the card names into Lackey and played against each other. He won the first game, I won the second, so it gave us a little taste of how to play with the Ice Age cards. This is Magic the Gathering, which I forgot to mention. And it's fun because these are cards I would never be able to afford out in the real world, so it gave me a chance to play with some of the older cards, see the mechanics, how they've changed, what they've kept the same, and so on and so forth. I goofed on which prize I'm making for my first sponsor. It was supposed to be the dice set for him, not the Hello Kitty. I'm still going to make the Hello Kitty doll so you guys can see what you can get if you donate $10 via Patreon. But I have to make his dice first, and I'm going to go ahead and choose the dice color, or actually I'll have him choose the dice color for his dice, but I'm going to choose the dice color for the giveaway dice that I plan to give as a prize when I get the 50 subscribers that I know you guys are going to help me get. Yeah. I haven't decided whether to use puffy paint or stitching for the numbers on the dice, because the puffy paint would look a lot nicer, a lot smoother, and it would last for a while, but if you're doing any kind of playing with the dice, it might flake off. You know, whereas with the stitching, it'll stay put for as long as you have the dice, but it just doesn't have that polished look that the puffy paint has. So I'm going to probably experiment with a D4 or D6 first to see which style I like better, and then I'll just use that from there on in for all the dice, you know, depending on what I end up doing. On Friday, I introduced a creature neither player had heard of before, but I failed to use him to his maximum capabilities, which I'm told it happens more often than not. It was a Kech. I'm hoping that's how you say its name, Kech, and I will link to that too at the end. Basically, it's a hairless leather skin creature that the skin camouflages kind of more than a chameleon, because it flows with when it moves through the forest. So it's really good at stealth, and I didn't use its full stealth capabilities. I took a picture of Tarzan and got rid of the hair and camouflaged the skin and set it to a background, and they did not recognize it. So yay for my Photoshop skills. That was fun. Had a lot of fun with that, making that token. And next Friday they'll be meeting next Friday they'll be meeting the librarian. And here's a fun fact: I was a librarian for 8 years, so I get to put a little bit of that experience into the game. Granted, I was a children's librarian and not a mythic librarian of all things scrolls and books, but I'll still get to throw a little bit of that librarian flavor in there, and they're going to have a lot of fun with that. So, thanks for watching, and have a great day!